Russia is the world's largest country, and it has some pretty extreme weather. As such, it's only to be expected that it has some interesting wildlife there as well. From the plants to the animals that live there, Russia is a true delight to learn about. Because many of us can't go and experience the wonders of this country in person, we put together this video to help give you a chance to see the amazing animals that live there. Before we begin, be sure to hit the like button to help us out. Now, here are 10 unique animals only found in Russia. Number 10. Russian Desman. If you venture out to the basins of the Volga, Don, and Ural rivers, you might be able to spot the Russian Desman. A few centuries ago, this odd animal was on the brink of extinction, but strict laws were put into place offering its protection, and the species numbers have begun to climb. This creature is part of the mole family and is considered to be functionally blind. It uses the sensitive whiskers on its snout to feel around. These whiskers are called Eimer's organs. They also have webbed feet, an indication of their semi-aquatic lifestyle. It digs burrows into the banks of ponds and slow-moving streams, occasionally in brackish water as well. Its thick, waterproof double fur has the original cause of its near extinction, as hunters would trap and sell these furs. It's almost active during the night and is a very territorial animal, using its strong musk to mark its domain. They rarely survive more than 3 years in the wild and have a birth rate of 3 to 5 babies twice a year. Number 9. The Siberian wolverine. The Siberian wolverine is a fierce animal to be sure, though its nickname might not give off that image. This stocky beast is commonly referred to as the skunk bear due to the incredibly strong and nasty-smelling musk that it produces. There's a common saying that you can smell a wolverine before you see them, and it's actually got a lot of truth in it. Sadly, these animals have seen a decline in numbers in recent years, largely as a result of logging and of the prey sources being either hunted or driven out. Despite the fact that Siberian wolverines can hunt on their own, they tend to follow after gray wolves, lynx cats, and other larger predatory animals, where they then feast on any leftover kills. Their teeth are specially designed to cut easily through even long frozen meat. They have an incredibly violent disposition, and they're well known for attacking animals much larger than they are, and winning many of those same fights. Number 8. The Baikal seal and the Ladoga ring seal. Russia is home to a unique set of freshwater seals, which can only be found at Lake Baikal and Lake Ladoga. The Baikal Sea and the Ladoga ring seal are the only mammals to inhabit these two bodies of water. They become unofficial symbols of the region. In fact, Lake Baikal has even created a sealarium, where these aquatic mammals are viewable to the public. This sealarium features trained Baikal seals, although there are plenty to view in the wild from the idyllic set of the Botanic Garden. Seals are referred to in many Russian legends, especially those belonging to the peoples of Chukotka. They are one of the smallest true seals and the only pinniped species that is exclusively found in fresh water. They give birth to their pups in snow-covered layers on excavated lake ice. During ice-free periods, they live on the rugged shoreline of the lakes or on small islands within the body of the lake itself. Tourists aren't allowed to venture onto these islands, although they can circle them via boat for viewing purposes. Number 7. Eurasian brown bear. A symbol of both Russia and the Soviet Union, is it any surprise to see that brown bears are on this list? The world's largest population of Eurasian brown bears lives just east of the Urals, a mountain range that runs through western Russia. Many of the brown bears that were formerly used in circus acts come from Russia, and the bears have been a recurring symbol in Russian literature and culture since the 16th century. In fact, there was even a brown bear chosen as the mascot for the 1980s Moscow Olympics. They are the second largest bear species in the world, second only to polar bears. Despite what most movies and books would have you believe, these bears are omnivores. There are just as many fish in their diets as there are apples, berries, and even grass. Number 6. Putorana snow sheep. As the name might imply, the Putorana snow sheep live exclusively in the Putorana Plateau, which just happens to be one of the least accessible areas in the entire country. This plateau can only be reached by a boat or by hiring someone to airlift you into the region. Even if you manage to get into the plateau, there's no promise that you're going to be able to spot any of the Putorana snow sheep. These snow sheep blend in expertly with their surroundings, are known for being incredibly skittish in regards to human interaction and is so hard to come across that not many scientific studies have been done on them. The horn length of the males can reach a shocking 93 centimeters, and the females tend to average at a much smaller 27.5 centimeters. Their only major predators are the gray wolf and the wolverine, and these spry, hard-to-come-by animals are otherwise only in danger of the harsh winter months that make the wilds of Russia so difficult to survive. Since you're halfway through the video, why don't you support us by clicking the like button and leaving a comment? We could really use the help to rank on YouTube. Moving along to number 5, the Siberian Chipmunk. Next, we're going to have a look at something a lot smaller, the Siberian Chipmunk. One of the most interesting things about these furry little friends is that they are the only species of chipmunk to be found outside of North America. They have a very short lifespan, normally between 2 and 5 years long, and tend to be just beneath 10 inches in height. In recent years, the Siberian chipmunk has become a recent pet trend in the region. They tend to be a bit more delicate in both disposition and health than their North American counterparts, and can easily be separated from squirrels thanks to its rather limp, trailing tail as opposed to bushy and curly, and the lighter brown stripe markings it sports. Number 4, Ross's gull. You might expect large, hardy animals to be native to Russia, and you're right, of course, but it's also the only country where you can find the Ross's gull. It's strictly prohibited to hunt this seabird, but that wasn't always the case. They used to be a major protein source for the Yupik peoples of eastern Siberia. They spend their winters among the ice pack of the Arctic Ocean and then return to the Russian Arctic and eastern Siberia during the warmer months. They're the only bird in the genus, though a lot of people have suggested moving it into another pre-existing genus. The bird is well known for its unique plumage. Outside of the striking black ring around its neck, the white feathers of the Ross's gull are also adorned with feathering and soft hues of pink, primarily on the breast of the bird. They tend to look more like a dove in appearance than the seagulls of North America and Europe, which you might be more familiar with. Number 3, Musk Deer. Musk deer might be one of the most visually unique animals on the list. Neither the males nor females have antlers, which makes them stand apart, as is from other deer in the region. They also have a very unique coloring, a dark gray mask on their face, a white band around their neck, and of course, then there are the tusks. That's right, because they have no antlers, these deers have developed fang-like tusks. They could easily be mistaken for a creature of the night. Well, they might be mistaken for something if not for the smell. They have their name for a reason. Musk deer create a poignant musk from their glands in their rectum. The use of this musk in fragrances, incense, and even medications around the world has led to a sharp uptick in poaching. Number 2, Siberian Tiger. You might be surprised to see a tiger on this list, and that's because there are only about 500 Siberian tigers left in the world. That being said, their numbers have made huge strides since the 1940s, when they were hunted so badly that it was believed only around 50 Siberian tigers remained in the wild. These felines are truly massive, even more so than a picture might make them seem. They're an average of 10 feet long and generally weigh around 650 pounds. Even with heavy protections having been given to the animals, a recent increase of both logging in their habitat and of poaching means that they're still in threat of extinction. They live primarily in the birch forests of southeast Siberia, where they are also known as the Amur tiger. The name Amur comes from the Amur River, which serves as a border between Russia and northeastern China. The Tungusic people consider the tiger to be a near deity, referring to it as grandfather or old man, and prominently featuring it in their folklore and native legends. You're nearly at the end of our video. Before we continue, make sure you're subscribed. That way you'll be notified of our future videos. On to number 1, Eurasian Lynx. Finally, we've come to the Eurasian Lynx, a majestic wildcat that's known for wandering around on the forest steppes. Sporting a relatively short reddish or brownish coat, this is one of the only species of big cats to have a stable population. There's estimated to be around 10,000 Eurasian lynxes in the world right now, a sharp increase from the low numbers of the 19th century when they were hunted almost to extinction. They are usually found spread across Eurasia from northern, central, and eastern Europe to Central Asia and Siberia, the Himalayas, and the Tibetan Plateau. Although it is widely distributed across these regions, the species is still threatened by a habitat loss, poaching, and overall depletion of their prey due to human activity. Hey, thanks for watching. Want to suggest a video or have something to say? Let us know in the comments section below. Check out our wildlife playlist for more videos just like this one.